guys, let's talk a little bit about fishing. We ain't gonna be on the water today. I'm just gonna kind of show you the products I use, how I set my reels up, the things I use, the bait I use, the tackle I use. Just kind of give you a little information on that. I'm not gonna add any links or anything. I'm not trying to sell anything. I'm not trying to get you to purchase anything. I'm just gonna show you what I use, and if you want to use the same thing, then hopefully help you catch fish. So I guess first let's start out with little Shakespeare spinning rod. I like this little rod. It does very well. I usually put a like you see, I got a spinner on there right there. Usually does very well. Some of my videos you'll see I've actually caught fish on this. So this little rod works pretty good. I've used it in creeks, used it in rivers, used it in lakes. So I usually put a spinner or some type smaller lure on there. I think it's got a 6-pound test line on it. So that's one of the rod and reels I use. The other I use, little Zebco spinning reel. It's got I keep a jig on this one. I do change the jig head, change the tail out, but this one has red line on it. I use this a lot in the creeks. You would think use it a lot in the creeks. Red line don't seem to hurt it, so that's what I use on that. I believe that's also 6-pound test line. Use this one here. This old Zebco 33. Use this one here. I got this one set up for catfishing. This is bottom fishing. If you can see that, hopefully you can. You see that weight I got on there? Got a bigger hook on there. Got a gold hook. I mean, everybody should like gold, right? So I got a heavier weight on there. Like I said, I have this one set up for catfishing. Usually in a river. So works really well for that. You can see it's a longer rod. Well, it's about 6-foot rod. Like I said, that's Zebco 33. I believe that's 10-pound test line it has on it. So next rod I have another spinning rod. This one here I got set up with small tackle. This is probably the one I use the most of. I set it up with if you've seen any of my other videos, you know I probably fish more for brim, bluegill, things like that most of the time. So this one's set up with a 4-pound test line as well. You see the cork, weight, hook. I also have a gold hook on that one. I use several different type hooks. Like I got an example here. Use an eagle claw hook here. It's a bronze. I use different color hooks. Maybe a bronze, maybe a bronze, maybe a gold. I use red hooks. Red hooks a lot of times I use for when I hook up like my plastics, like a lizard, worm, crawfish, things like that. So the gold hooks a lot of times I use in a creek. Seems like they're a little bit shinier in the creek. I don't know. Seems like it helps me a little bit. Most of the time I probably use a bronze hook. I would say probably 80% of the time it's a bronze hook. So got some weight set up here. I just picked up a couple things that I use. Got some weight set up here, just some small type weight. When I set up for a creek fish, I usually use a small cork. I got some larger corks here, but I usually use a small cork. That way, because a lot of the fish I catch, I like catching fish, size I'm not really concerned with, I guess. I like catching fish. So I like catching fish, so a lot of tackle I use is small tackle. I may use a really small cork because I don't want that resistance to affect what fish I'm catching. So easier for me to work with in close places, because a lot of times I fish in small creeks. So it's easier for me to work with small tackle. I can get it up in the small places to see what I can pull out of there. Brought a couple things here. Picked up a couple of these tackle boxes. They work real well for me. This is Flambeau. As you can see, you can pick these up, Academy, Walmart, all over the place. So I usually put a lot of my tackle in that. What I fish with mostly on live bait is crickets. I put these crickets in here, and when we setting up on the boat or I'm fishing in a creek, I'll set one of these up front and in the back. That way, if multiple people's there, they got access to crickets. Now this one here, what I'll do is carry it down the creek, and I may hook it to me, or maybe sitting in the boat, maybe sitting in the kayak right there. But I keep this one close to me. It's handy. All you got to do is open that little hole right there, dump you out a cricket, put it on there, and if you've seen my videos before, you know crickets catch fish. So brought a little tackle box here. This is the tackle I use. Just gonna kind of show you a little bit of tackle I use, how I set up. I carry this always on the boat with me. I got that set up. I got weights, and you see my corks. I got an assortment of corks that I fish some a lot smaller, some a little bit bigger. I got an assortment of hooks, assortment of weights there as well. Now I do keep, like I say, I got the other pole. I will put some lures on. I do keep some lures. I fish with a beetle spin a good bit, so I'll keep some of those handy with me. There's another lure I pick up. Let's see. Another beetle spin there. I got two different size beetle spins. Some of them, according to where I'm fishing. I'm fishing the river, I'll use a little bit bigger one. I'm fishing a creek, I'll use a smaller one. So according to where I'm at also, I kind of stick with a few different colors. I may fish this yellow one. I may fish the white one here. Also got a green. Also got that black. That's my go-to on beetle spins that I fish with most of the time. They do make an orange. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Got an orange. I'll fish with the orange as well. So that's some of the things I keep with me. Like I said, I keep this bag with me. A lot of times when I'm on the creek, I'll set it in the, if I got a kayak, I'll set it in the kayak, or if I'm just wading, I'll set it in the boat. I can strap it to me. I'll put it on my shoulder like this here, and I'll fish. All I need is one hand to be able to throw the pole. So doesn't matter if it gets wet. Let's see what else I got here. Picked up a little small tape measure here. You always got to measure your fish. Size don't matter, but you still like to know. Picked up these small clippers here. What you can do is take a small piece of line here, tie to the end of that clipper, and you can hang it on you somewhere. It's easy to clip when you get hung. You can change your hook, change whatever you need to do, because a lot of times when I'm fishing in the creek, as you've seen, I will get hung up. Let's see here. So I'll show you these poles again. Little spinner reel, 4-pound test line with a spinner on there. That's a pretty good color I use too. Another little Zipco here. I got the jig on there. This one actually has red line on it. Tell me what you think about that red line. Does it work for you? Another spinning reel here. Got this one set up for my brim fishing. Got a small hook, small cork, 2 small shots of lead there. Now I'll adjust the depth. If you see, that's pretty shallow right there. I'll adjust the depth according to the water, according to where I am. You know, easy to adjust, slide your cork up and down. So a lot of times I don't fish on the bottom for brim. I don't slip cork or anything like that. I just choose the depth. I kind of, to begin with, just fish and find is really what I do. So once I find them, I know the depth, and that's the way I operate. Now, speaking of on the bottom, I do fish with, if I'm catfishing, I do use this here. That's a heavier weight. I got a closed weight on the side of it, so it don't slide all the way down to the hook, but I'll use that. So like I said, we're not in the water today. Just kind of wanted to show you the things I fish with, and maybe they can help you out. I'm not endorsing these products, or I don't get any kickback from these products or anything. I'm just letting you know what I'm using, and like I said, hopefully it'll help you catch some fish. You got any questions? Hey, leave a comment. Let me know. I don't mind answering questions. Not a expert, but I'll help you out if I can. All right, guys. So I've showed you a lot of the things I use, and this is basically what I use most of the trips I go. Like I said, I carry about 4 rods with me. I carry this small tackle box that's got pretty much everything I need to fish with. So that's basically what I use. All right, before I close this video out, I want to say thank you for watching my channel. If you got any comments or questions, let me know. I do this because I enjoy it. I enjoy fishing. I enjoy staying in the water. I enjoy catching fish. If you see some of my videos, you can see I'm not concerned about the size. I just love catching them. I appreciate you watching. If you want to, if you like this content, like, subscribe, and I appreciate it. All right, guys, that's what I wanted to show you today. Kind of go through some products that I use, and you know, I use these most trips that I go. So, if you got any questions, hey, leave me a comment. I'll certainly get back with you and answer it if I can, or we'll find the answer. If you like my footage and you want to see more of it, then hey, hit that like button. And if you enjoy the videos, then hit that subscribe button. Guys, I appreciate you watching. Thank you.